where the shark bubbles flow. Come on in, yes, by your patio. Too long of them to suffocate you. You ain't got no friends, and all the others that eat you. It's the life you've been leading, you gotta go. Let me straighten you out. About a case that I know. I get your shoes and socks on people because it's right around the corner. The old one, single guy, and the whisper of breeze. The place is ever just a man down at the pieces. Out through the night, the whisper of breeze. The place is ever just a man down at the pieces. Scientists call this disease rheumatosis, and well they should. But us regular folks might wear a tennis shoe or an occasional python clothing. Well, this exclusive limited opinions by the name of Stinkfoot. Python coat was too tight. Couldn't get it off last night. We went by, now it's July. I finally got that sucker off and my girlfriend tried. You got Stinkfoot. Stinkfoot, darling. You're a stinking foot. Ooh, it hurts. On my nose. Stinkfoot, Stinkfoot. I ain't lying. Then you rinse it off, you suppose. Look at that guy that just stood up right there. See him with the tennis shoes? Come here. Come right to the edge of the stage, please. Come on here. Are you ready to receive the royal order of kissing the stinking foot? How about it? Ladies and gentlemen, Dick Kosky has just kissed the stinking foot. All right. Is there a girl out there who wants to put her mouth on this son of a? There's one. Look at her. Yeah. And tonight's first female contestant was Lisa Vegeta. Lisa put her mouth on the little blue foot and came instantly from it. I highly recommend it. Oh, that's not all. Moving right along now. Here, Fido, bring the slippers, little puppy. Here, Fido, bring the slippers, little puppy. Here, Fido, bring the slippers, little puppy. Where is that son of a bitch? Hey, look at this. A pink dog. It hardly seems real, does it? But it's alive, it's bionic. This is a bionic poodle. Live on stage in Troy, New York. Wait a minute. Bring the download down behind me, boys. I gotta ask this dog a question. Fido, I asked you to bring me the slippers, and you did not do it. What do you have to say for yourself? One more time, Fido. Well, I can see that you're not really going to bring me the slippers, and I can see by the way you've spoken to me that you're being insolent tonight. And you know what he told me? He said, Frank, go fuck yourself. I must insist that I know, look, you can't really talk to me that way because I am not going to go fuck myself tonight. No way. And on top of that, you're going to be punished beyond your wildest dreams. Are you ready for that? That means here's me. Step number 1. Step number 2. Step number 3. I hereby pronounce this dog sick!
In the beginning, God made the light. You remember that, don't you? Just think back. It's all stored in there somewhere. Shortly thereafter, God made 3 big mistakes. You all know this. The first mistake was called the poodle. Actually, he made 4 mistakes. That's the surprise tonight. The second mistake was called Man. And the third mistake was called Woo Man. The fourth mistake was inventing the game of backgammon. How many say amen to it? Amen. Ordinarily, during this part of our program, I give you a lecture on the origin of the process of poodle seduction. But tonight we're going to deviate from that slightly because a marvelous event occurred this afternoon while we were trying to get to your lovely city. I'll tell you about it. 9 o'clock in the morning, we get a wake-up call. We got to get up. We're in Pittsburgh, see? 9 o'clock up in the morning to get 2 planes to come here with a 2-hour layover in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? It's not easy to get to this place. It's a lot of fucking trouble, actually. Now, we have this road manager. Now, this poor guy, he hardly sleeps at all. He's the one that has to wake up before we do to make sure that we get up and go where we're going. And he goes to bed after we do because, you know, he's that kind of a person. This is Bruce Sachs, ladies and gentlemen. Bruce's other claim to fame is he's also Tony Orlando's road manager. I don't know what Tony calls him, but we call him Bubba because this son of a bitch can't tell a joke worth a shit.
You ain't never lied about that. That's right.
But that's okay. That's okay. He's a very nice person. How many? Yeah. There would be 2 dudes. No, there were 2 nuns. No, there were 2 dudes. All right. Well, anyway, here's what happened. We got to Philadelphia, and a challenge was made. Now, Mr. Smothers, our scoutmaster, has just recently learned to play the game of backgammon, but he learned real good, real fast, because he's been beating everybody. And they made a bet, and this is about the evils of gambling, folks. They made a bet that if Smothers lost the game, he had to grow hair. And if he lost the game, he had to remove all the hair that was on his face for the period of 1 year. And as you can see, Bruce bit the bag in Philadelphia. It was a tense game, ladies and gentlemen. And so, I want you to watch carefully. You can sing along while Bruce gets shaved. The name of this song is Stinkface. Well, in the airport. We're all, son of a bitch can't even keep time. Look at it. Wait a minute, Bubba. While he's shaving you, I want you to tell him a joke.
No jokes tonight. This is sad.
How do you feel? I mean, how does it feel to be actually shaved on stage in the middle of a gigantic rock and roll concert in Troy, New York?
I feel like a schmuck.
That's right. He feels like a schmuck. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to corroborate the fact that he actually does feel like a schmuck? Can we get somebody to come up and feel him to see whether or not he does, in fact, feel like a schmuck? We need an expert from the audience. We need somebody who knows many schmucks, has touched them in vital places, and could touch him and tell whether or not he's the real thing. You can tell? The Russian guy can tell. Koski, come here. He's not a guy, he's a Russian. Oh, wait a minute. Come here. Okay.
The Stinkface.
All right, just touch him any place you like and tell the audience whether or not he's a schmuck. He won't hurt you.
This guy's a schmuck.
It takes one to know one.
Yeah, right on.
Thank you, Mr. Koski. Completely unrehearsed. It's not like we do this every night, ladies and gentlemen. We want to make sure that he's thoroughly cleansed before we move along because I want to see what he looks like without that stuff on his face. Are you going to leave his sideburns long? Is he going to have the Elvis look? What do you say, Mr. Smothers?
I guess so.
Would you mind telling the people in the audience what exactly you're doing? Describe your technique on...
I am a bodyguard, and I am massaging the chin at the present time. Hold that mouth open. Work that chin. Work that chin.
Work that monologue. Work that
Work
monologue.
that razor. Work that razor.
Nice.
Would you like to sing a little bit of Muffin Man while you're doing this, John?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Give me the words.
Girl, you thought he was a man, but he was a muffin.
Girl, you thought he was a man, but he wasn't but a muffin.
He hung around till you found that he didn't know nothing.
He hung around until he found he didn't know nothing.
Girl, you thought he was a man, but he only was a puffin and a schmuck on top of that.
Girl, you thought he was a man, but he was a muffin and a smoke on top of that.
No cries is heard in the night in Troy, New York as a result of him stuffing.
No prize heard in New York in Detroit, New York.
How true it is. Moving right along now, just keep your eye on Bruce because by the time Mr. Smothers is finished with him, he will never gamble again.
Being that he is a very good backgammon player.
Yeah. He should have bet you something.
Yeah, he should have bet me something.
All right, I think we're going to do a song that we never do in this part of the show. Let's do it. Honey, Don't You Want a Man Like Me? This goes out to Bruce. If there is a girl in the audience tonight who could identify with a schmuck that's being shaved, here is a lonely guy. Look at this turkey.